Hey everyone, this is Jim with Thriving Branch. John chapter 14 verse 6 has Jesus saying one of the most interesting and controversial statements according to some. And that is that he is the way, the truth, and the life, and that no one comes to the Father except through him. Now this statement is controversial for a couple of reasons, the first of which being that it presses against our natural idea that all roads are equal and that all roads lead to heaven. And we certainly do love our religions here, and even some professing Christians love their traditions and their legalistic thoughts and practices. But following Christ is not a religion. It has nothing to do with following rules, but it's about the restoration, the redemption of our relationship and our created value and our union with God. And I know saying all of that is a cliche these days. I'm surprised someone hasn't made a meme of it by now. But in this verse of John chapter 14, verse 6, we can see a bit more about what it means to have a relationship with God and a union with Christ. Notice in the second half of this statement, Jesus says no one comes to the Father but by him. He does not say that no one comes to heaven by him. Now, of course, heaven is included in his statement, but Jesus goes a lot deeper than heaven. His focus is not on a place, but on a person, specifically the person of the Father, your Father in heaven, my Father in heaven. Jesus' emphasis is on the relationship between you and your Heavenly Father, not on a place, not on a position of getting into heaven, but being in a relationship. You see, heaven is only heaven because it's where God is. Some of you are probably saying, duh, obviously, but by definition, spiritual death and hell is eternal separation from God. Now, conversely, heaven is eternal union with God. And if you meditate on that, you'll begin to see why the Spirit of Christ indwelling you is such an amazing thing. That's for another video, though. Now, another charge, equally as common, against what Jesus is saying here is that his statement is divisive. His statement is exclusionary. And I can understand how it can seem like that on the surface, but upon deeper inspection, such an argument just does not hold up. Jesus saying that he is the way, the truth, and the life is completely opposite of divisiveness and exclusionary words, because him saying those things is a marker and a road sign to salvation. The fact that people, the fact that you and I are hearing his call and being told the way of salvation is an open invitation directly from the Spirit of God. By definition, calling someone towards you is not divisive, it's not exclusionary, it's actually inclusive and welcoming. And everyone, this is the irony, everyone who has been complaining that Jesus' statement is divisive or exclusionary, every one of those people has heard his call. His call is just as much for them as it is for anyone. He has left an open invitation, an open marker, and an open roadway to salvation. It's the very opposite of exclusionary and divisive. So, meditate on that today, and I look forward to thriving with you again. Be blessed.